Good morning, all. So, in the previous session, we discussed the unit step response of a second order system. We did the derivation for zeta greater than 0 less than 1, right? So, based on that cases only, we'll have the problems. Okay. So, you have to remember the standard transfer function here. So, what is that? Omega n square divided by s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. That is the standard transfer function of a second order system. And then the time response. What is the time response expression? I gave you the notes yesterday, right? So hope you have written down that. Okay, so if you are not written down, you have to do it, otherwise difficult to understand. Okay, so finally we derived an expression c of t or y of t. What is that? So 1 minus e to the power minus zeta omega nt divided by square root of 1 minus zeta square sine omega dt plus theta. Okay, so what are the terms here? The omega n, zeta and omega d. These are the term, and along with theta you have. Okay, so these four terms you have to calculate. Okay, so if you calculate these parameters, you can directly substitute in the expression and you can find the response. Okay, for that what you require here is the transfer function. Okay, from the transfer function only we can do the find out the zeta, everything, right? So we can, whatever given transfer function is there now in the problem, we can compare it with the standard one and we can calculate the zeta omega n. And if you know zeta omega n, omega d you can calculate, and theta you can calculate. Okay, so that's what the problem is about. So we'll see one by one. Okay, so this is the first problem. So just I will read out. For the system shown in figure, obtain closed loop transfer function. Okay, so you know how to find out the transfer function. So that you have to do. Then you have to find out the damping ratio zeta, then natural frequency omega n, and then expression for the output response. Output response means what here? C of t, if subjected to unit step input. Okay, so nothing else they will ask. Even if they does not ask which input, you have to take unit step input only. Okay, so this is the question, and this is the system they have given as a block diagram. Okay, so you have to first find out the transfer function, that is C of s by R of s. Okay, and then you have to compare it with the standard transfer function. When you compare it with standard transfer function, you will get the normally denominator part you have to compare. Okay, so easy to get. So you will get the zeta and omega n from that. Okay, so you have to calculate that only they have asked here. So when you have seen derivation, you felt very difficult, but you see now problems, it is very easy, straight away substitution questions. Okay, and this is the question asked also in exam. So June July 17. Okay, so you can see that. So just we'll see the solution for this. Okay, so first one they have asked a closed loop transfer function. Okay, so how to find out? So you have the g function there in the numerator, which is 20 divided by s plus 1 s plus 4, and in the block diagram, just a minute, fine, so please kindly mute. Okay, fine, just a minute. So in this block diagram they have given, this is the g, 20 divided by s plus 1 s plus 4, and h part it is 1 unity. Okay, nothing is given means 1, and here minus sign is there. Okay, so based on that, so this is written. Okay, so g divided by 1 plus g into h. H is 1, so take the LCM here. So numerator no changes, s plus 1 s plus 4, and this s plus 1 s plus 4 in the denominator it will multiply with the 1. Okay, so that's what written over here, plus of this sign into 20. So this is 20 here, divided by this, so these two will cancel out, s plus 1 s plus 1 s plus 4 s plus 4, these two will cancel out. What is remaining here is the standard transfer function. This is 20 divided by, now these two will multiply, so s into s, s square, plus s into 4, 4s, plus 1 into s, s, plus 1 into 4, 4, plus 20. Okay, so finally you will get 20 divided by, just will add, this is 4s and 1s is there, it will become 5s, and 4 plus 20 it is 24. So s square plus 5s plus 24. So this is your closed loop transfer function. Okay, so this is the very first thing you have to do if any of the problem is given. Okay, so they can give either differential equation, they can give, so then you have to just apply Laplace transform and get the ratio. They can give you the signal flow graph also, They can give you the electrical network also. They can give you the block diagram also. Okay. So anything if they give, you need to find the closed loop transfer function, and it should be in a standard form. Okay. So when you compare with standard form, so standard form, what is the equation? As I told you, the numerator you have omega n square divided by s square plus 2 zeta omega ns. Okay. So that is what next determine damping ratio, omega n, all these things you need to find out. 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. Okay. So one thing you have to be cautious when you are comparing with, so the denominator normally you compare, because so here if this equation, so see the denominator s square is there here, s square. So 2 place you have 2 here. So here 5s is there, no issues. So s is there here. Okay. So s term is there, here s term is there. So then 5 becomes equivalent to 2 zeta omega n value. Okay. Then omega n square. This is very cautious. So omega n square in the denominator you have 24 and in the numerator you have 20. Here the confusion will start which one to look at. Okay. So denominator you could not modify, but numerator you can bring the 24. How? Just make the numerator multiply and divide by 24. So what will happen to this? I will multiply the numerator by 24 and divide by 24. Okay. So I will keep this 24 as it is to bring it in a standard form. And this 20 by 24, I will take in calculator as a constant. I will keep it separate from the this function. Okay. I can keep it separate from this function. 20 by 24, I can keep it outside. Okay. So then at least 24 by s square plus 5s plus 24 looks like standard transfer function. Okay. But normally we won't do this. We can do. Okay. But not necessary. But what we want here, just we want the comparison of 2 zeta omega n and omega n square. By doing so, just a time waste. Okay. Even in some cases we require, next we will be doing that. Okay. But at this moment, when we are doing the time response, such kind of basic question we don't require. Okay. That's why normally compare with the denominator itself. Okay. That is called a characteristic equation. So now comparing this, we need to find the zeta and omega n. That's what they have asked, natural frequency and damping ratio. Okay. So what is the comparison? Okay. From the standard transfer function. So 2 zeta omega n value is 5 and omega n square value is 24. Okay. So normally omega n value you have to calculate first because it is only one. No, straight away you'll get. Okay. That's what we'll do next. So comparing the transfer function with the standard transfer function. I have written here standard transfer function, but you should remember it. It should come when you close the eyes. Okay. So it should be remembered to you. It's the standard transfer function of a second order system. So this is it. Okay. So compare with the denominator I have done. So omega n square is 24 there. So omega n is equal to square root of 24 equal to 4.8989 radian per second. This is a angular frequency. You have to keep the unit in radian per second. So this is how straight away calculation, right? The natural frequency you got undamped natural frequency is omega n. So that calculation is over. Next part, you have to compare the second term, s term. So 2 zeta omega n is there in standard one. Okay. And what you have in your equation, 5 into s, right? So only 5. Okay. So 2 zeta omega n is equal to 5. So from this, what is zeta omega n? So this 2 I am taking denominator. So 5 by 2 is 2.5. So then what is zeta? We have to calculate zeta here. So it is 2.5 by omega n. Although in the question they have asked damping ratio first, we need to calculate natural frequency first because it is only straight away we can calculate, right? So now omega n we can substitute here whatever calculated 4.8989. So you'll get zeta equal to 0.51031. Okay, yesterday I told you zeta value will be in the range 0 to 1, right? So in this problem or in this system, its value is 0.5 approximately. Okay, so that is what the damping ratio at this frequency you will see the second order response. Okay, so hope you have understood. First we have done closed loop transfer function that you know already from control system block diagram and all you have did it. Okay, so once you got that, you have to compare it with the standard transfer function. Okay, comparison also you know. So omega n square you will get 24 and 2 zeta omega n is 5. Solve this, everything is mathematics next. Okay, so you'll get zeta and this value. So next what you have to calculate, you have to find out the step response, that is C of t you have to calculate. For that you require another two parameters. What is that? Omega d, okay, that is a damped natural frequency, and then theta. Okay, So theta can be calculated from three equations. Omega d is omega n square root of 1 minus zeta square formula. For that, omega n and zeta value both should be required to calculate the omega d. And theta can be calculated as cos inverse of zeta or sine inverse of square root of 1 minus zeta square or tan inverse square root of 1 minus zeta square by zeta. All these three equations can be give same answer. Okay, which one is easier? Cos inverse, right? So that only will apply and we'll find out the two factors. Okay, so then damped natural frequency is omega d. This is the relation. Okay, very first told you. Substitute it. Okay, omega n is 4.8989. I have not shown that. Okay, and 1 minus zeta. Zeta value 0.5051 something you got. No, substitute it. Take the square of that. 1 minus that value. Square root it and then multiply with omega n. So you'll get 4.2129 radian per second. So this is also angular frequency, but this is damped frequency, that is undamped natural frequency. Okay, so then you have to calculate the response. See here, this is the change I am making here. When I am calculating the C of S by R of S, so I have to find out the output response now, right? That is C of T, inverse Laplace transform of C of S I have to find out. So here no need to do the derivation now. That's why we have learned the derivation yesterday. So derivation is, if we get the derivation and the final formula, it is easy to solve the problems. Okay, so now we have the derivation already did, so directly we can substitute in the formula and we can get the response. Otherwise, should do for all the problems the derivation, it will be lengthy. Okay, so such burden is not there now. So first what we'll do, we'll rearrange the given C of S by R of S. To calculate omega d, omega n and zeta, this step was not required, that's why not taken. Okay, now we'll make that as a standard. Okay, so 20 by 24, both the numerator I have multiplied and divided by 24, so that I should get a 24 here also, so that it should satisfy omega n square in both numerator and denominator. When you take this 20 by 24, it will come out as some factor, something 0.8 something you will get. Let it be, we'll use it in later. Now, so this time response, how to find out? First, R of S you have to multiply with this numerator, which is unit step. Unit step is 1 by S. Okay, so when you get 1 by S, okay, then you can directly apply the formula. C of S is nothing but C of T in inverse Laplace transform, and this no need to do the derivation, directly we'll use the formula. Okay, 1 minus e to the power minus zeta omega n t, that. Okay, so R of S is 1 by S. Okay, applying standard expression for output response, now we will get. Okay, so that we'll see the final calculation. So see here, C of T is equal to 20 by 24 I have kept outside. Okay, then directly I have used the C of T expression. Okay, so it is 1 minus e to the power minus zeta omega n t divided by square root of 1 minus zeta square sine omega dt plus theta. So what are the factors required? See here, zeta values should be known. See here, zeta and omega n product should be known. Here omega d should be known, and here theta. So if you know all these four values, you can directly substitute in and get the time response. Okay, that is C of T. Yeah, that's why these values are calculated first, omega n, zeta, then omega d, then theta. Okay, so some cases they will not ask this output response, only zeta and omega n value they tell you to calculate. Okay, in that case no need to calculate omega d, theta, and this time response and all not required. Okay, so theta was not calculated, so that I have done cos inverse zeta. So con is cos, so you have to keep it in radian mode. Okay, so careful. Okay, so when you are selecting in calculator, degree radian options will come, so you have to select radian. Normally by default it will be degree mode will be that, then you will not get this answer. Okay, when you keep in radian mode, you will get this 1.03 radian. Okay, so cautious about that in the calculator. So if you have the calculator nearby, you can just check out now only. Okay, so then we'll substitute all these values. Okay, so then we'll substitute. Okay, so 20 by 24, 1 minus, okay, e to the power minus zeta omega n into t. Okay, so what, sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so network issue. If some phone comes, network will go away. Fine. So my slide is visible. Somebody can. Yes, sir. Okay. So just first denominator part I am calculating first. Okay. Okay, these are the ones. 1 divided by square root of 1 minus zeta square. So here zeta, you have to substitute 0.5 and something you calculated, right? So 1 minus that and 1 divided by that. Okay, so 1 divided by this should be kept as answer here. Okay, so you just check out their calculator is there. It will come 1.1628. Okay, point is there here. Okay, so 1 minus 1.1628. First this factor, then e to the power minus zeta into omega n. So zeta into omega n is 2.5. So it is there in the comparison itself, right? So 2.5 into it is t. Okay, then sine omega d value substitute 4.2129 something we got into t plus theta. Theta is 1.03. So this is the answer. So just everything we are substituting. Here also you can find out the factor. You can keep it as it is also, no issue. So this is the output response. Okay, so this is the first problem. Maybe you have not understood completely. Still we have 2 more problems, 2, 3, 4 problems we have. So in that you will be understanding everything. Okay, so just quickly recall this. So what is asked in this problem? So system was given as a block diagram. So told you to find out first closed loop transfer function, damping ratio, natural frequency, and the output response. Okay, so first you have calculated the closed loop transfer function from previous method what you have done. So you got that. Then this one you have compared with the standard one. Okay, so standard one numerator is 20, denominator is 24 was there. So which one to take? Always look at the denominator. So when we are just calculating omega and zeta. Okay, so we compared that. It is 24 you got here. 2 zeta omega n is 5, zeta omega n is 2.5. So zeta you have calculated by substituting omega n value you got. Okay, so this is very important calculation in complete. Okay, even not now, next set of problems we have time response specifications. Okay, even there also our first step starts from closed loop transfer function and omega and zeta calculation. Okay, so that time I will be quickly doing this all thing. Okay, so now this is the first problem. I am going in detail how all these things. Okay, so then omega d and theta you have to calculate for substituting in time response. So here I have modified that to bring the numerator and denominator same. So 20 by 24 came outside and this is there. So this 1 by s will come in multiply with this. Okay, and if that function is there, you know how to get the time response. So directly I have substituted in the formula. Okay, and then theta calculated and substituted all the things with the calculation. Okay, so only thing is cautious here, 1 square root of 1 minus zeta square in denominator. So 1 divided by that answer, you have to keep it in the numerator. Then it will be easy instead of keeping in the denominator. Okay, some factor into sine. This is everything just straight away substitution. Okay, zeta omega n is straight away. This is omega d straight away. Theta is straight away. Only this 1 divided by this one calculation you have to put it over here. Okay, even 20 by 24 you can do and keep it. So no changes. Okay, so both will not different. Okay. Let's go for second problem now. Okay, so we have a time. So this is a differential equation is given now instead of giving the block diagram earlier. So now we have given differential equation. The method is same. You need to find the C of s bar of s. Okay, so just read the question. So a closed loop servo. Servo means is a motor. Okay, servo motor, something we'll use in electricals. Okay, because this subject is common for mechanical, electrical, electronics. So the terms will come, application part will come. No need to bother about that. Okay. A closed loop servo is represented by the differential equation. So this is a differential equation, mathematical model of a servo system. Okay. So what is its d square c by dt square? D square c means what here? Just c of s it is. Okay. So it is not given in the problem. You have to understand it is c of s meaning. Okay. 8 into dc by dt. dc by dt means it is again c of s by dt. In this form they have given. Okay, equal to 64e. E means e of s. Okay, this is an input here. Okay, so the notation is different just to confuse you. Okay, for that they have given here where c is the displacement of the output shaft. In servo motors, shaft terms and all will come. So that displacement means output here. Okay, and r is the displacement of the input shaft. Input terms they have mentioned. That's why r is the input here. Okay, and where e is equal to r minus c. And they have given E is a error signal, which is nothing but R minus C. So at the block diagram, you will get no R of S and then C of S side you will get, right? So the feedback. So that term they have given. So you have to determine undamped natural frequency and the damping ratio. Only two they have asked, not like previous they have asked the response and all they have not asked. Okay. So they have asked the omega n and zeta. So what you need to do? So you have a differential equation here given. You have to find out the first you have to substitute E value. E value is R minus C. You have to substitute here. Then you have to take the Laplace transform of this. Okay. So Laplace transform in differential domain property you have to use. Okay. You will get the C of S and here you will get the R of S term. Then take the C of S by R of S, that is the closed loop transfer function. You will get a standard transfer function. Then you can easily compare with the second order transfer function and you can calculate the zeta and omega n. Okay. So simple, problems are simple. Only thing is to understand and analyze it carefully. Okay. So this differential equation we'll use it and E equal to R minus C will substitute there in the E place. So C. So DC d square C by dt square plus 8 dc by dt and 64 E and E equal to R minus C. This is the given things written down. So now we'll substitute here. E place I have substituted R minus C in this equation. So then what I have done, so this 64, when I expand this, okay. So when I expand this, what you will get 64R minus 64C. Okay. 64R minus 64C multiplied the things. So then what I want, okay. I want all the C terms one side and R terms another side, because so that you can take the ratio easily, C of S by R of S. So that's why what I will do, I will take this 64 on the left side. So then it will become 64C as a plus it will come, and remaining things no changes as it is. Okay, so now you can apply the Laplace transform on both sides and neglecting the initial conditions. Initial conditions means what? When you take the differential property, so it will come S into F of S minus F of 0. That F of 0 term we are not considering. Okay, so when I apply for d square C by dt square here, what is it? Laplace transform. In general property, S square into C of S minus C of 0 will come. C of 0 means initial condition. That initial condition will neglect it normally. Okay, plus 8 into, there is a single degree differentiation is there. That's why just S into C of S you will get. Okay, so here there are no terms were there. That's why only S square you have. In case here 2 or some other term was that 2s square it will come. Okay, so normally it will not be there in the standard transfer function of second order system. Okay, so it is C of S plus 64, just C of S, C of t becomes C of S, and this R of t become R of S, 64 R of S. So now group all the C of S terms. So what you will get? S square plus 8s plus 64. Okay, if you take C of S, I didn't show that step. Directly I have written the closed loop transfer function. C of S by R of S. C of S is there here, R of S is here. Take this R of S in the denominator. So then what will happen? 64 will come in the numerator and the coefficient of C of S will come in the denominator, which is S square plus 8s plus 64. So in this problem, both numerator and denominator is in coincidence, right? So here no need to do the rearrangement. Okay, even they have not asked the output response also. Just you have to calculate zeta and omega. So how to do? So just so till here you hope you have understood how you got this transfer function. Okay, so now compare it with the standard transfer function. Omega n square is equal to 64 now, and 2 zeta omega ns is equal to 2 zeta omega n. That coefficient is 8. Okay, so omega n is calculated here. Substitute there, you will get the zeta value. That's only how to do. Okay, so 4 marks to 6 marks question they can ask this. Okay, so only thing is the very first step, how you get the transfer function. So here you should be cautiously write down that. Okay, so based on this only you will the complete calculation is based on. That's why we have taken the transfer function block diagram, everything in the previous module. Okay, so compare this equation with the standard form. Every time I am not writing the standard form equation, you should remember that. So I have directly told the term. Okay, even in exam if you don't have the time, no need to write this. Okay, so compare with stand, just shortly you can write and complete it. Okay, so the omega n square by s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square, that is the equation. From that denominator only we will see always omega n square, you will get it as 64. So omega n is equal to square root of 64 is nothing but 8 radian per second. 8 into 8, 64, no? Straight away it will come whole number. Okay. Then 2 zeta omega n, the s coefficient, which is equal to 8. From this zeta omega n is equal to 4. 8 by 2 is 4. Then zeta is equal to 4 by omega n. Okay. So omega n is 8. So you will get zeta equal to exactly 0.5. So this is the calculation. Simple. Okay. So second problem is also over. I hope you are able to understand. Okay. So these calculations. Okay. We'll send you after this session the notes of this. So this is the question, simple. They have differential equation they have asked. So you have rewritten the equation, applied Laplace transform, returned on the closed loop transfer function, compared with the standard transfer function of the second order system. So you got omega n and zeta value. Okay. Okay. Let's see third question. Okay. It is an electrical system now. So first question, you have seen some block diagram. Second question, servo system, some electrical application we have seen. So now this is a electronic application, RLC series circuit we have. Just read out the question and get some idea, okay, how the transfer function looks like. Okay, I will give a 30-second time. Just you can read out. Okay. If you have pen and paper, just you can roughly do the start doing the calculation also. It is good. Done? Something you understood? Here again, you have to find out the response, right? A RLC series circuit is an example of second order function. Okay. If R equal to 1 ohm, L equal to 1 Henry, and C equal to 1 Farad. Okay. So all values are given in 1. Okay. Find response for a step voltage of 10 volt. So what they have given? Magnitude they have given now. Instead of unit step, they have given step voltage of 10 volt they have given. Okay. Connected as input and output across R. Okay. So that you have to calculate. Find the response they have told. They have not mentioned about any parameters. But when it comes to response here, the C of t, or in the case of series RLC circuit, it is V naught of t it will come. Okay. So input Vi of t, output V naught of S. So response means V naught of t will come. So that is nothing but the same second order system. So that formula you have to apply. 1 minus e to the power minus zeta omega n t by square root of 1 minus zeta square sin omega dt plus theta. So you have to calculate from zeta only. So zeta you require, omega n you require, omega d you require, theta you require. To find out zeta and omega n, what you require? A closed loop transfer function you require. So now what you have to do, RLC circuit, you just draw it, apply the Laplace transform of that network, find out the KVL equation, and find out the output by input ratio. Somehow you have to try to get it. Only then you are able to compare it with. Okay. So once it is asked, so just we'll look at how the solution will. Okay. So just RLC circuit I have drawn, and the input is shown as Vi of S. So output. Okay. So will be taken at register normally. Okay. Across the register, I will say output is taken. Assume it. Okay. Anyhow, you can take inductor, capacitor. It will be difficult. R means simple. And this is I of S is taken. So just you will apply the KVL here. So Vi of S minus R into I of S minus. So this is S into L in the Laplace domain. Okay. I have not shown maybe. S into 1 it will come. And this is 1 by CS. This you know basic. Okay. So SL into I of S minus 1 by CS into I of S equal to 0. So I of S is common. So what will remain? R plus SL plus 1 by CS will remain. And V naught of S is normally taken across the register. Okay, so placing capacitor here, resistor here. So here it will looks like output, no, like that. So it is R into I of S. Okay. So now we'll substitute the in the transfer function. We need to find the ratio, right? V naught of S by Vi of S. Okay. So just I will take that. Okay, V naught of S by Vi of S. So that will give you I of S cancel out here both in this. What is remaining here? R, and here R plus SL plus 1 by CS will remain. So then you will take the LCM here. So this C into S, it will come in the numerator and multiply with this RC into S. And then here SL term, it will come S square term. That's why S square term I have written first into LC. Then you have the RCS term, okay, S coefficient, and then constant term is this one. Okay, so this is the standard transfer function. Okay, so I have shown in this manner. Why? Because next problem they may give you RLC value different. Okay, in this problem they have given one, but I have not started substituting in the very first only. Okay, so why? Because to get a
Can you
RLC,
teach that again? RCS, how did we get that?
okay, yeah, this one LC I'm taking. Okay, I have directly shown you, maybe a little confused. Fine. So here what you have, R plus SL plus 1 by CS. Okay. So you have to take the LCM here. When you take the LCM, what will happen? This term C into S will multiply. RCS you will get here. Okay. That I have shown here. RCS. Then you will get S square LC. S and S square. L into C L square. That I have written first. Just rearranged it. Okay. And then 1 is there. Whole divided by CS will be there. So that will come in the numerator. Okay, when you write. So one step I have missed it because you know familiar taking LCM and writing it. So directly I have written RCS divided by this you will get. Okay, so this is the, if any RLC network is given a problem, so this is the standard transfer function you will get. Okay, then based on the value of RLC given, you have to substitute it. Now we'll go to this problem. R value is given 1 ohm, C is given 1 farad, L is given 1 Henry, right? So just we'll substitute. So you'll get the actual transfer function of this problem. Okay. So see, Vi of S, they have given 10, magnitude is 10. So unit step input, it is 1 by S, but now it is 10 they have given magnitude. So 10 by S you have to take it. Okay. RLC is 1. Okay. RLC is 1. So that's why 10 you will get. Okay. So this is not 10. So this Vi of S is multiplied first. Okay. So some steps are missing. So first write the transfer function. It is V naught of S by Vi of S. Okay. I have directly gone to next step. Okay. So it is V naught of S by Vi of S. Just substitute there. What you had RCS, right? R is 1, C is 1. So S will remain. Okay. So that is S will come. Okay. Divided by S square plus S plus 1, because all are 1, no? S square plus S plus 1 will come. In the next step, you write for V naught of S. So V naught of S is nothing but what? Vi of S will be multiplied, right? So Vi of S, what you have? 10 by S. So when you take 10 by S, so that S and this S will cancel out. Okay. So 10 will remain here. So then compare with the denominator. So no need to find the much. Okay. So denominator you compare. So you'll get omega n square is 1. So omega n is equal to 1 radian per second. Okay. So just finding that, so then substituted RLC value, you got this equation. Okay. First I have written that and again cancelled out. Okay. So directly I have shown this 10 by S and this substituted there. So S will cancel out in the denominator and 10 will remain there. Okay. For V naught of S. So you write it in the next step. One more step you write when you are doing in the notes. Okay. So then compared 1 you got and 2 zeta omega n is 1 you got. So zeta omega n is 1 by 2.5 and omega n is 1 is there. That's why zeta value also will come 0.5. Okay, this is no unit is there for zeta, whereas omega n you have radian per second unit. Okay, so next you have the response. Okay, so output response. So omega d and theta you calculate omega n square root of 1 minus zeta square. Okay, so you'll get this 0.866 radian per second and theta cos inverse zeta 1.05 radian. Okay, so now substitute V naught of S is 10 outside I have taken to get it 1. Okay, 1 divided by S square plus S plus 1. Okay, so 10 I have taken outside, and for this I have applied the formula. So e to the power minus zeta, I have not written down that, so you write down, okay, for your this one. Again, 1 divided by square root of 1 minus zeta square factor I have calculated, okay, and I have written 1 minus 1.1547. Then e to the power minus zeta omega in 0.5, sin omega d value calculation, and then theta. Okay, so this unit is volt, okay, because it is a voltage now electrical network V naught, so that's why unit you have to keep here as volt. Okay, so this is the calculation. So one more problem is there, I will take it tomorrow and I will continue the next discussion. Okay, so meeting may end at any time.